she's walking.
Yeah, incredible.
But I made it, yay! Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I'm just really, really excited that everyone is here today, and I'm so sorry I couldn't do the show. My stomach just isn't quite up to jumping around on the Jumping Around show, but I'm really excited to be here with all of you today, and so proud of Robert.
Oh, thank you.
Because Robert's doing a legendary job with the crocodiles. So tell me the last time you missed a show, Bindi.
I have never missed a show.
In 9 years.
This is the first time in 9 years.
Since Bindi was 7, she's never missed a show. So she wanted to come out and thank you all for coming. And she's really sorry. So thanks, Bindi. That was awesome.
Good job.
And Robert, you're doing something for the very first time these school holidays. What are you getting up to?
I am tail walk feeding the crocodiles for the very first time. So crocs are amazing. They can jump vertically out of the water, and I'll be doing that on the lovely little ramp over there. It'll be good.
That is so exciting. I'm really proud of you. It's all happening today.
It's all happening this
It's
Easter.
extremely exciting. And you've got some friends up in the VIP area? Matthew, Chloe. Who's that? I can't see. Who are those guys?
These are our wonderful other guests who are visiting as well.
Other guests.
Yes, you guys
Hello,
are
other
legends.
guests. And we have something. Oh, he's not out here. Where is he? He's not out here. Oh, okay. I'll pay out on him later. So, Robert, are you ready to feed some crocs?
Definitely, I'm so excited.
Who are we feeding today, Wes?
Okay, Robert, we're feeding Murray the crocodile today. Now, Murray is an awesome crocodile. He's really yellow and he's really unpredictable. So be on your toes, mate, because this guy goes crazy.
Okay, let's do
Okay.
it.
Good luck with Maza.
Huzzah.
Hello, there we are. All right, everyone focus your attention to the canal as this large dark shadow slowly makes his way out into the main arena. Here he comes now. Way to work, Robert. He is on you, and it is a warm day, so he is really going to put on the power. Here he comes now. Way to work him in. Oh man, I'll tell you what, you guys see he looks big from up there. Imagine how he looks to Robert down here. Oh man, he's right under him. I'll take that back and give you the only room you can get. Here we go, he's getting himself set up for the strike. Don't blink, you miss this one. All right, here we go. Work him in. Here we go. Come on, big fella. Come on, how's that, huh?
He's gonna wrangle him.
Well done, mate! Whoa!
Team wrangling.
Her team.
You wouldn't want to get bitten by him. Way to go, Robert. Excellent.
Nice one, Robert.
That was a good job, Robert. He was a little bit naughty. He was gonna bite you, wasn't he?
Yeah, except I think he might have been a bit small.
You don't think that was Murray?
No.
Well, I tell you what, we are going to bring Murray out. You are going to get to feed him. But can you do me one favor?
What's that?
Don't pick him up.
Oh, right.
Okay, great. Let's go to the big screen. We'll watch Maza coming out. Murray is a unique crocodile. Every croc here has their own special personality, likes, dislikes. Murray really hates lawn mowing. You know how, I guarantee you, tomorrow morning, Easter Sunday, somebody's going to decide to mow their lawn at 6 a.m. and wake you up and you can't sleep in till 9. Murray's the same way. He hates the sound of a lawnmower. And he used to live in the environmental park, and he would he's actually killed 4 lawnmowers now. And I was telling someone that story and they thought I meant the person. I meant the machine. He jumps out of the water, he grabs a lawnmower, he stops the blades on his teeth, and death rolls it back into the water. And we know how many he killed because when we drained the pond, there were 4 lawnmowers sitting in the bottom of his pond. And he moved over here to the environmental park. So he's a little bit naughty, he's kind of a crazy croc, but we love him dearly. And the idea is for you to learn how crocodiles work so you can be safe if you're visiting or living in croc country. So you'll watch him right now. He's plodding along the bottom of the water. Imagine if you were up north living in crocodile territory. They would be found in deep, dark, murky water. What Steve did was he made this clear so you can see what he's doing. But imagine, if you will, if you were in North Queensland, you would never see the crocodile that was plodding along the bottom. And that's what Wes is going to do. He's going to really demonstrate to you what not to do. So basically, pretty much just don't ever do what Wes does. But right now, you don't want to be too close to the water's edge. That's the danger zone. Crocodiles define their territory in the water and at the water's edge. And you also never, ever, no matter what, do you want to go in the water with the crocodile. Don't do that.
I don't know whether you like me at all, Terry. Okay, now as Terry said, this water's clear, so I've got a few things up my sleeve. I can actually see Murray coming into position, but imagine if you're up north, you go down to the water, it's 40 degrees, you go, you know what, I'll just go down to my knees, have a bit of a fish. Generally you have a stubby in this hand because most people who get attacked by crocodiles have had a heap of beer. And you're standing here like this thinking, oh look, if I see a crocodile, I'll just jump out of the way. What you don't realise is the crocodile can move into position, you don't even know they're coming, and they'll sit there and wait, and when they go, oh shit, he's on 5'10".
Come on, Marie. Come on. Come on, big boy.
I see.
Up here. Look at the food, dude. Come on. Come on. Right here, Ray.
Oh, awesome.
Have a look at him. He's a beautiful crocodile. Look at those teeth. You better beat him across the creek, Wes. He's moving. Get him, Murray. I mean, be careful, Wes. Come on, Robert. You're up.
Come in, please. Come in, boy. Shit, I mean, crikey. Sorry. Man, steady, boy. I think he wants the big bit. Okay, Robert.
Okay, Robert, it's up to you, mate.
Okay, now, when you're in croc territory, another important thing is to make sure that you're with someone who is slower than you. Kids are really good. Mother-in-law's good too because they're normally quite slow.
I love those new Easter words.
It's all about an education. Here, this value, sir.
Keep your eye on him.
Okay, Murray.
Muzzy.
Murray's going to come straight up out of the water.
That's amazing.
Good boy, Muzzy.
So this is a technique crocs use to catch birds and fruit bats and things flying over the water. Crikey, it's all about timing. You got it. Good boy,
Muzzy.
Murray, look at the food.
Oh, did you hear that, Jocelyn? How incredible is that?
Okay. Raffus.
He's gonna get his favorite food.
Okay, now these are fresh from the food court.
Just fresh from the food court, Liz.
It's like a fuzzy little lamington.
Just tastes like chicken, I bet. Come and get Robert. I mean, be careful, Robert. Muzzy. They just want to
I like Murray. I'm not gonna eat a rat.
But it's such a lovely Easter treat.
I do like how crocodiles have it all figured out. If you eat a whole food item, you get that fur for roughage, you get bones for calcium, and you get vitamin C with the stomach content of the animal you're eating. So it's like a little vitamin tablet there.
closer. Okay, now show me. Oh yeah! Big hand for Robert.
That was awesome.
Well done.
Okay, you can move him now.
Man, I'm glad you guys are here today. What a special special weekend. Bindi didn't get to start doing tail walks till she was 13 because she couldn't see over the ramp.
Yeah, I'm the short one.
This is so cool.
Okay, let's go.
If Steve was still here, he would have started Robert feeding like that in preschool, I can assure you.
Man, he's asleep.
Okay, let's see if Robert can get Murray all the way out.
Wait. And that's it. Nice.
No?
You set him up. You know where to set him up. Okay, now Robert follows a few simple rules, and that is how to work around crocodiles and to live around crocodiles. Not that much different to what you should be doing when you're up north. The key is never go down near the water's edge, never enter the water, and you'll never have a problem. And it's just like teaching your kids to cross a road. We teach our kids to cross a road with a vehicle doing over 100 k's an hour. And anyone looking back would look at that and go, "You're kidding, you let your kid cross a road." Because, you know, nothing hits harder than a 100 k an hour vehicle. But we teach them to look left, look right, look left again, and then to walk across. And it's the same thing with crocodiles. When you're in crocodile territory, you have to just follow a very simple rule. You're in the danger zone. You enter the water, you're really in the danger zone. So you've got to keep back from the water around about 4 meters, and you'll never ever have a problem with a crocodile. Okay, ready? Come here, boy. Nice, mate. Okay, that's good.
That was a good strike.
Right strike,
Amazing.
Good job, Robert.
I think he wants a little long child. Big hand for Robert. Now on land, I could be pretty comfortable. I could lay here, get up, and get out of the way quicker than he can grab me, because everyone thinks that a crocodile can run out on the highway and death roll you out your Land Rover and your vehicle. Or the crocs live under your bed. Or, you know, people say to me, when a croc attacks you, do you zigzag? Do you do this? Just stick with the zig. I'm serious. Stick with the zig and you'll easily outrun them. What you don't want to do is this. Because as soon as you do this, the crocodile goes, "Great, this is in my territory." And it's exactly the same as if someone came into your house, fellas, in the middle of the night and grabbed your wife. What would you do? Guess it depends on your wife, doesn't it? No. What would you do if someone came into your house, fellas, in the middle of the night and stole your beer out of the fridge? You'd kill them. No, jokes aside, crocodiles have a territory. This is his house. And as long as you don't do this, or go near the edge, you're never ever going to have a problem with them. Dying from a crocodile is so rare. You really have to do a really silly thing, like running out on the middle of the highway or something, getting drunk and falling asleep. That's dangerous. Crocodiles, awesome predators, amazing animals, super easy to avoid.
That's awesome, Liz. Okay, let's see if we can get Murray really fired up. We've got a special treat for him today. We've got a large food item that's going to simulate a feral pig. No, it's not Josh. It is that piece of pig.
Similar hairstyles.
I know, he's got that razorback haircut. But we're going to see if Murray can get you an idea of how a crocodile would overcome something in the wild. So if there was a pig launching himself into the water like that, then he would hone in on the vibrations. He would be the unseen predator. He'd get close to the water's edge, and when he figured he could grab that pig, that's when he's going to strike. Let's see what the pig does. Crikey! The pig gets grabbed. Murray's going to try to get that pig back into the water. He knows the only way he can overpower it is to drown it very quickly. Josh is going to simulate a struggling pig, and Murray death rolls. You little ripper! We got a death roll. Murray will roll to spin that animal off its feet. He's doing those big head lugs and getting Josh in the water where he's not supposed to be, and he's using 3,000 pounds per square inch jaw pressure to sink his teeth deep into the flesh of that pig leg, and he loves this. He thinks he's fair dinkum wrestling a pig, and Josh keeps struggling with it, and we'll see what the crocodile's going to do. He's going to try to submerge and drown it. That's his first method of killing a food item, is to pull it under the water. And a crocodile this size at 400 kilos could pull something the size of a cow in the water and drown it. It's truly amazing. So he's seeking that deep water. Josh is pulling him into shallow water. Let's see what he does. This is a really good workout for Josh, by the way. He's going to be able to have lots of chocolate tomorrow. This is incredible. Look at Murray's happy little face. He is not letting go. 3,000 pounds per square inch jaw pressure, more than any other living animal today. And he gets his lunch. Way to go, Josh. That is awesome. Now watch him. He's got to bring that to the surface to swallow it. What he's going to do is he's going to lift his head high out of the water so water doesn't rush down his throat. And then he's going to have to swallow it in one bite. And down it goes with that little piece of rope to floss. That's why his teeth are so shiny and white. Look at you, Clever. Did you catch that all by yourself? You're a beautiful boy. You will notice that even though I'm right at the water's edge, Murray's not having a go at me. This is a little known scientific fact. It's because Murray's a male crocodile. He's listening to my voice, and he can only do one thing at a time. It's that whole boy thing. The phone's ringing.
Oh, I can't get it. I'm eating.
That's really funny, Terry.
It is funny and accurate, and I'll be quiet so he can think.
You know, actually, Terry is right. There are a few ways to tell males and females, but probably the easiest one is you've noticed now that this fella's finished eating, his mouth is actually closed.
How can you really tell the difference?
And that's a good guy, he's a male. Because if he was a female, he'd be mouth going crazy.
That's very funny, Wes.
I don't know which is worse, the crocodile or Terry. I think I'll just take the crocodile. I'm now on the work experience program.